Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Threw the question up about 15 minutes ago asking if you lost any friends or family due to your difference in politics. And we've got a ton of people saying they've lost a lot of friends. No, but only a handful of people have said they lost a family member, which is kind of sad, right? I mean, people get all passionate and worked up about something that happens every 4 years. And once it's over, then it's like you just don't talk about it anymore. But leading up to it, everybody gets, submerged into the news and makes up their opinions. And Sherry says some people have deleted me on Facebook probably because they can't handle the truth. But I keep everyone on Facebook because I want to be aware of all views.
How does Sherry know that she has the truth?
Nobody. That's the thing.
You want the truth?
Sherry has the truth.
Everybody
It
thinks.
seems like a lot of people have.
A lot of people
Nancy
think.
said, "Lose means there is a loss." No.
Oh, well, that's true. Okay, I get it. Sometimes you lose those people that you really didn't care about much anyways, so it's not really a loss.
One person, I want to get your guys' opinion. One person said,
Is this on the 805 beer text line?
No, this is on
this is on Facebook? Okay.
One person said that it was pathetic and childish for them to no longer talk because of their politics. Do you think it's pathetic and childish?
To no longer talk? Well, I think everybody should be able to talk if they want to talk. What do you mean?
Yeah. But I think it's fair to say, you don't want to talk to someone if you have differences,
Well, I think when you say that to somebody, you're saying I want to maintain our relationship as friends. It's like the guy that Jeremy went out to dinner with the other night. He kept trying to goad him into politics, and Jeremy kept saying, "No,
I love this guy.
I'm not gonna."
And he's the nicest guy. But yeah, he definitely wanted to go there.
Your politics don't see eye to eye, and you held your ground, and you're like, you know what? I'm not getting into this.
Well, because my wife was there, his wife was there, and what would have happened was we all would have just started and that would have dominated the whole conversation for the whole night. And we were having a nice dinner, and so it was just like, yeah, I was going to avoid it at all costs. I remember telling my wife on the way up there, I go, I know he's going to try to goat me into this, and it's not going to happen. And then on the way home, I had a little bit of wine. So I was like, hey, you proud of me? And she goes, I was actually pretty, she goes, I was surprised. I thought a couple times that you were going to go there, and you didn't. And I was like, nope, not going to do it. Just not going to do it.
Little Willie style. Man, I feel bad for you, bro. He says, I don't have friends.
Well, it's because he's a dad, and he's like you. You don't have many friends either because you're so busy with your kids.
Well, I just use my kids as an excuse not to have friends.
Well, maybe you and Willie can be friends then. You got a lot in common.
I don't need friends. I'm fine.
Oh, my gosh. Anyways, you can let us know. Most people are saying yes. That's kind of sad. That's too bad. Because honestly, we don't know what's going to happen here probably for another day or two. And then once it happens, it's going to, we're all going to move on with our lives. Maybe it's not the way we want to move on.
Forward? Are we going to move forward, or are we just going to spin our wheels with just this constant?
I feel like the last 4 years we have not moved forward, especially if you weren't, if you didn't support Trump or vote for him. I think those people really had a hard time moving forward. Even though it's funny because you look at the results so far, Trump pretty much won every single state that he won last time, except for Arizona, but that's still up for grabs. Yeah, so but everybody was saying it was going to be a landslide, against him, and really it's about the same as it was last time.
Regardless of whoever ends up being declared the winner or the loser on this one, isn't it about time that we stop putting so much stock into it to the point where we're losing friends and we're losing family members and we're not talking to one another because they don't want to talk to person X because the person X is going to bring up politics and it's going to just make person Y upset. I mean, at the end of the at the
bold
end of
prediction
the day,
time. You ready?
And the funny thing about it is this is the presidential race is the one that affects you the least. It's your local leaders that affect you more than the presidential race. I mean, it's like Trump's dealing with the coronavirus. He's been all along. He's been like, I'm going to let the states make their decision. They're closer to the situation because that's the way that the government's supposed to work. It's not supposed to be the president handing down a heavy hand on all kinds of policies, and that's not how it's been ever. So why do we get so caught up in this stupidity of my guy's got to win, your guy sucks, and all that? It's just dumb. It's dumb, and it tears us apart as a country. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's your prediction?
Oh, well, here it comes. If Donald Trump wins, we're not moving forward. If Joe Biden wins, the other side, I think, can move past it. Much like they did when Barack Obama won.
See, the thing is with that is, I know...
And I'm just going off history.
The thing is...
Are you sure they moved on? Because I swear I still hear people talking about how bad the Affordable Care Act was. And...
Oh no, well no, those are people that believe that was bad. But I mean, nobody personally attacked Barack Obama from the right like the left has personally attacked Donald Trump for the past 4 years.
Well, isn't Trump one of the guys who was behind the birther conspiracy?
He was the one that was behind the birther conspiracy.
The birth certificate?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. He was saying
he's the one who said
yeah.
he was not American. He was a Muslim.
Yeah.
When he's from Hawaii.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. That is for sure. But I'm just saying.
He also said he won the election last night too. So I mean, he says whatever he feels like saying. But I can't argue that.
And he still may win the election.
Listen, his leadership hasn't taken us into this dark place where everybody thought it was going to take us into. You know why? Because we have more government that we deal with. It's not autocracy where the president makes all the decisions.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, and that is what we're going to have to do.
We shouldn't put so much stock in it. That's what's tearing us apart. 6. Just saw it on the side. Gotta go check it out. I like the early dinner. I like the happy hour menu. I'm a big fan of that.
Is happy hour about dinner or drinks? I thought it was about drinks.
You know what I like about happy hour? This is what I like about happy hour. And for me, it's about the food. Because you know that I like to get appetizers as meals. And happy hour is the perfect setup for appetizers as meals. Because usually that's the deal that you're getting, is you're getting a deal on appetizers. And I'm like, hey, bring me a meal of mozzarella sticks, or bring me a meal of taquitos, or bring me a meal of quesadilla, bring me a meal of chicken wings. I'll take it all. Jalapeno poppers. I love them all.
Have you ever tried to sit down at a restaurant? Because, fried cheese is good and taquitos is good, but when they have the sampler, you're like, yes, that's what I want for dinner.
Yeah, the sampler is a little pricey, though. But I have ordered sampler.
That's a lot of food.
I have ordered
sampler. Pretty hungry.
The other day,
give me the sampler.
I ran over to Vaughn's because I needed to get some lunch, and I decided just to stock the refrigerator freezer combo here with my food because nobody else is using it because everybody leaves early or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of this empty situation. So I went deep on stocking the freezer. You know what I bought? What's in the freezer right now?
There's a bunch of food I can eat in the freezer now?
Thanks
for sharing.
Both French fries and onion rings are in there.
Where are you going to cook those in?
The toaster oven.
Convection
I checked the back. I took a look at the instructions. You want some French fries? I'll make us up a batch of French fries.
I think I prefer onion rings.
Oh, I did eat a lot of them the other day. They're pretty good.
What do you dip your onion rings in?
These I didn't dip in anything. I wanted to dip them in barbecue sauce, but we had none, and I was like...
Over ranch?
Yeah. Barbecue sauce over ranch.
What about you, Camo? Camo, barbecue or ranch for your onion rings?
Neither. Ketchup.
Oh, God.
Ketchup on the onion rings, huh?
Or, you know what? Tartar sauce is good on onion rings, too. I've done it. And I thought it was okay, anyways.
McCann's frozen onion rings, not too bad. They got a good beer batter on them. And I was like, how beer battery could these be? It was pretty good. Speaking of battery, right now the poll question, KZOC.com. You like that segue, huh, young Cam?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What do you do with your batteries when they've reached the end of their life? We were all of the mindset that you just throw them in the trash. Apparently, that could get you $1.5 million in fines if you're Bed Bath & Beyond. and in a company that can't really afford to settle for $1.5 million in fines. So let us know. You can be totally, what do you call that?
We won't rat on you.
Anonymous.
You'll be okay.
You could be anonymous over at the KZOZ.com poll question. We don't track your IP address or anything like that. Right now, your two options are I throw them in the trash or I turn them into recycling. Apparently, the people of the Central Coast, a lot better people than we are because it's a 50-50 split, just like the presidential election.
You ever watch that show, Flip or Flop? It was on HGTV. It was that Christina chick with that other guy, the funny name I can't remember. And they were a husband and wife. They go in and flip, and she was real kind of annoying.
I liked Love It or List It better, but
I'm Love It or List It, or Chip and JoJo, whatever their show was.
Flip and Flop's okay, and I think Property Brothers get a bad rap.
Oh God, they're annoying.
Property Brothers.
I can't stand the real estate guy.
But Property Brothers, I'll tell you this about Property Brothers. Okay, Property Brothers do wonders, and I would just love Property Brothers to come into my life. Because there's so
Over
many...
Chip and JoJo?
Yes.
Fixer Upper?
Yes.
Oh,
because,
no way!
Because what Property Brothers do is you go to a house that is way out of your price range, and you're like, yeah, I love this house. And they're like, yeah, you can't afford this house, but you can afford this POS down the street, and we'll fix it up to be something like this house for you.
Such a jerk move. Take him to a house. I love that. That's what I liked about the show until I just got too annoyed by the real estate guy. The real estate brother. My mom loves those Property Brothers.
Property Brothers are great.
But I think she finds them attractive, which is weird because they're about my age.
She has a twin thing? So your mom's into threesomes.
Chip and JoJo, same thing. I mean, they would just show you three houses that were pieces of crap, and then they would make them look like, $1 million place.
Like, where do these people, that's just a dreamland. I mean, where do these people, how come these people aren't growing on trees where...
And what sucks
they'll
about
just
it...
film you, come in and go,
anybody who's had to hire a contractor to go in and, flip a house or, for you or to resell it, it takes forever. It's never on time. It's never on budget. And they make it seem like it's overnight, within a few
But if
months.
it's totally free, though, I'm willing to wait 6-8 months, I mean, come film me. HGTV, please. Send the Property Brothers or Chip and JoJo or Flipper Floppers my way.
This is a poll question, but you're telling me, out of those shows we just mentioned, all right, Fixer Upper with Chip and JoJo, Property Brothers, or Flipper Flop with Christina and Tark, that was his name. You like Property Brothers the best.
Brothers, the reason why is because they will take a house that is actually in your budget, work a good price on it, and be like, okay, and it's going to give us it's real. It's more real life. They're like, okay, that gives us $90,000 to improve this piece of crap house to be like that house that we just showed you. We think we can do it. Let's go ahead and do it.
What about the English chick and the bald guy?
No.
What is that show?
That's Love It or List It.
Yeah, Love It or List It. Does she not always have bad news? Oh, by the way, the floor is falling out. I'm going to have to use all your money on fixing the floor. Sorry, can't do the master bedroom, the kitchen, or your son's bedroom.
The personalities, I don't like either of their personalities because I think they're a little over the top. They're not very genuine. But I don't mind it. The other one that I liked, and I haven't seen it around lately, it's I forget what was it called, Income Property or something like that, where they would actually take the back half of your house and turning it into an apartment so you could rent it out and make money on that one.
I never saw that.
That was pretty cool.
The reason I bring up Flipper Flop is Christina, the one with Tark. They got a divorce. I think Tark cheated, right? I think so.
Did he cheat on a Property Brother?
No. He cheated on her with the Property Brother.
She cheated on him with Property Brothers.
But she got remarried and she's filing for divorce. So apparently Tark's not the only one that can't stand her. So her new husband of less than 2 years is divorcing her. So there you go.
Did you guys ever watch the Vanilla Ices?
Oh, I saw his.
Now he does the construction on it, right?
Yeah, he's the construction manager guy, whatever. He's got a crew.
I've not seen that one.
I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes. I don't think there was that many.
I'm convinced he actually doesn't work on it. He just comes over and picks up a pickaxe and it's just
probably.
I'm going hard, and then he just kind of goes and I don't know.
His was on the lesser known of the networks called the DIY network, not HGTV.
DIY network is budget HGTV.
Yeah, big time.
Do you ever see the one?
They source shows that are on public service in Canada.
What was the one in Vegas?
God.
Did you ever see the one in Vegas? And the guy was a complete prick. Like, he was just such a jerk to everybody. It was like a Vegas fixer-upper type show. I don't know. No? That you haven't?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Nope.
I do find it weird that one of the Property Brothers landed Zoe Deschanel, though. That's kind of strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably the contractor one, because the other guy looks pretty.
I forget which one. I'll have to
Seem
look it
like
up.
he could land anything. But a bad cold. Last thing. More COVID-19 in the NFL. Denver Broncos. Oh, have you heard anything about the Denver Broncos in the last couple of days, Jeff? Any COVID out there that you know of?
I know there's COVID running all over. She's dating John, by the way. I don't know which one John is.
We'll look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
John Elway's got COVID. He's tested positive.
Ooh. I've seen him walking around a golf course before, and I would say
he had quite a career.
His health,
pretty banged up.
He does have health conditions, underlying health conditions. Be careful, John. Our hopes and prayers are with you that you will survive this coronavirus.
Jeff and Jeremy with the Romantics. It's Know the Showtime, 805-543-3693. If you know the show, you're going to get $20 to go to Federico's Fresh Mix downtown. Phone numbers are 805-543-3693. Go ahead, Camo.
Who was yesterday's winner of the Money for Nothing game?
Money for Nothing yesterday. We had a $1,000 winner.
Pretty lame question.
From San Luis Obispo, who works in Pismo Beach.
I think you didn't have a question, and you just said, "Oh crap!" Last minute, I got to come up with a question,
yes.
And then you screwed up the name of the game.
It was last year's winner, right?
You thought it was last year's winner. I mean, come on, dude. Fail.
What was last year's winner? I love the question this morning started out as, "What was last year's winner of the money game?"
She won yesterday. She won $1,000. We talked to her a little after 8 o'clock this morning. If you know her first name, call in and we'll give you a $20 gift card.
Everyone's confused and they're having a hard time calling in.
You get $20 to go to Federico's Fresh Mex downtown Slow. Hi, what is your name?
Mike.
Mike, what was her name?
Randall, because she's a dick.
Nailed it. Still love that. Never gets old. Nope. Never gets old.
Yeah, and it comes around just often enough to where it's not quite old.
Like we get it once every couple months.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Randall.
Good sprinkling of the old Ryad.
Complete the sentence, Jeff.
Ryad. I have to do an acronym because I don't want to say the naughty word.
Oh, okay. Right.
Pro weed smoker writes in. He says the only cool part about your new intern is when you make fun of him. That's not very nice.
No, dude, that is
man,
not.
I think I'm pretty radical.
Yeah. Well,
and I mean, he's really
I think
good.
you're the only one because
you can't just disagree
he's
with
really
someone. You got
good
to hate
at
them.
also either A, pumping out or rocking out, B, a podcast. So he's really good at that. So
how many
leave him alone.
distractions at once? Huh? How many? He's got this job, and then how many other distractions do you have while you're doing this?
I have my dog next to me.
Oh,
I got school.
School.
Yeah.
Are you going to physical school, like showing up and taking notes?
I do actually. It's both. I have it's online this week, but I believe next week it is in person.
What requires you to be there in person?
The lab?
Yeah, it's a lab.
Okay.
All right, so we got nobody taking a guess on this gal's name that won today.
Because nobody cares unless it's them that's winning the
Very selfish.
$1,000.
I'm surprised Sammy the fisherman, who whined and bitched that he writes all the words down, didn't call in to win free lunch at
People are only happy.
Federico's.
They're only happy if they're
They win?
winning. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not me. I
Any
don't care.
candidate can tell you that, I'm sure. Why would you be happy if you weren't?
So it looks like we're not going to know anything as far as this president thing
the
goes
people
for a few
have
days.
spoken. I mean, it's a clear margin. 50.2 to 49.8. I mean, the people have spoken, I think.
That's what I was trying to point out to Jeff earlier. Everybody thought that this was going to be some big runaway one way or the other. And,
well, it was
it's as tight as it's ever been.
And every time they go, well, last time. No, last time. This is this time. And she who will not be named, just don't say her anymore. Be done with it.
Will doesn't remember her name. He just remembers her positivity. You want to give it to Will?
Sure.
Yeah, it was Sheila.
God, shut up. Seriously.
It was Shelley.
Just go home. Or you're already at home. Just
Swing and a miss. Down goes Cameron.
Turn off your mic, Cameron.
Game over.
God.
I love how you asked the question that you didn't even know the answer to. That's beautiful.
All right, let's do better tomorrow, okay,
No,
Cameron?
I think you did an excellent job.
You and Jeremy aren't allowed to hang out anymore.
You're fulfilling your role of having us being able to make fun of you, and that's what the listeners tend to like. So,
is he your protege with the name
it.
thing, Jeremy? Is he a Jeremy protege?
Well, I just make up things.
Well, as did Cameron.
Gotta fill
that was
space.
You know that Sheila. Good job, Sheila.
That is very Jeremy, isn't it? All right, we're out. Seth is up
Sheila,
next.
Shelley, whatever. It doesn't matter.
He's got another word for you. Maybe you win $1,000 today, like Sheila did.
She's a good Sheila.
Shelley, we remember you. Shelley from Slow.